I just wonder. It is a solipsistic experience. I wonder where any real bona fide political argumentation is. I don't know. Facebook and we don't like each other. I mean, I somehow am never able to stay logged in. I never understand the interface. It just all looks like a big mess to me. But it's not as though there would be any conversation happening there, because there certainly isn't on my Instagram feed. And I will explain. Now, a dear friend of mine starts raising some, apparently, real theoretical points. And there is just merely some adumbration given in about a paragraph of fairly articulate typing. Merely some adumbration. I don't really know what any of it means. Now, I from time to time, I speak to this individual on the phone, and usually the conversation lasts between 1 and 2 hours. And I think we usually find about roughly where we each other stand in about that time frame, about some theoretical point that might be represented by whatever is typed out in a paragraph on a social media page. So, in other words, one token of interpersonal interaction of social media, like, let's say it's a theoretical posit, I count that one token is roughly equivalent to between 1 and 2 hours of real conversation, either on the phone or in person, with that person in real time. And that, for a fact, I know isn't happening, because the invitation is always open to everybody. And, very few people ever take me up on it. I don't know. I can't remember the last time anybody really attempted to have a theoretical conversation with me. So whatever's happening on social media, in other words, that's not political discourse. It's just physiological rumblings. It's just endocrinological hormones, mudslinging, ad hominem argumentation. I mean, compare the density of the information that one idiot, me, on this YouTube channel, the density and scope, range, whatever, depth of information on this fucking page, and compare it to any podcast you know of. Any news program, anything. Mine is the most well-rounded, I suppose. I don't know. I'm open to challenges. But on the other hand, given the fact that our dear or who my dear interlocutors, agonists, my dear dialectical competitors have been playing absolutely dirty, playing dirty for at least the past 10 years, if not longer. But let's say that the arrival of the Trump era was really the arrival of a new form of ad hominem argumentation, let's say. Okay, that means that I have, all the time I bloody well please to fight dirty when using real concepts. See, just because I choose to use real concepts doesn't mean that I forego the right to play dirty. No. You're going to see real mudslinging if you want to hear questions about how big your wife's clitoris is. Right? Welcome to playing dirty with concepts.